Hello everyone, my name is Benjamin LaChapelle. I am a William M. Davies Junior and Career and Technical High School student, here to teach you about basic food plating skills, how to properly plate a dish, and that people have different ways to plate a dish of their own. Our first step that we will be taking into learning how to plate a dish is to fill the plate as much as possible without overdoing it and leaving leftovers. If you have too much, it will look ugly, or it could leave the customers with leftovers that they might not take home, which could be a waste of money and resources. If you have too little, then it won't look as appetizing and it won't fill the customer's satisfaction. Just add enough to fit the dish's needs and the customer's wants. Also, you want to have some color in your dish. If it won't attract attention, it won't sell and could give you bad review. Color can do a lot for a dish in many ways, from the time of day to the types of seasons. One example of that could be like breakfast in the winter or dinner in the fall. They all can play a part in what colors is used into a dish. In breakfast time zones, someone will usually have something like cereal or oatmeal, or maybe they might have something more, like a warm stack of freshly made pancakes with amber-colored syrup with white whipped cream, or even fruit like blueberries, strawberries, or even peaches. The same applies to lunch and dinner when it comes to colors, seasons, and day. In addition, colors will brighten up the dish and could appeal more to a customer with any standards. Furthermore, shape in a dish is just as critical. Shape can be a stylish decoration too, like color can be. You can make a mound of rice into any shape you like. Some examples of that would be like a rice mound, or made it into a circle, a square, or any customizable shape you like. Garnishes and sides are another important component in plating a dish. Garnishes can decorate the dish to be more appealing as well, because they can add more color to the plate, and a customer kind of likes the little things. One example could be like the fresh herbs you use, like fresh parsley, cilantro, thyme, or dill. There are other ways to garnish a dish, like using a certain sauce, like mushroom sauce, or you can use the sides as a filler, and they could add more to the plate and make the dish more appealing with the more food that there is. Or you can use dressings as well, and those could be on salads, or they can accompany a certain special entree as well. That was it. Right here I'm going to change the color of these potatoes, and I'm going to make them a little more of a golden brown, and I'm going to be cooking them just like this, and I'm going to be adding some seasonings in it like paprika. That will change its color into a sort of reddish, but there's also the oil. You can use olive oil or vegetable oil, and that could change its appearance. Now, you don't need to use a lot, but sometimes you can change up some things in making colors. There's also the fact of seasoning. You can change the seasoning to adjust to the way you like it. Now, as you can see, the color has changed just a little bit from being a regular white to being a little bit yellow and gold. Later on, they will be the way I would want them to be. In this, I am adding more flavor to it by adding some onions. Now, this will enhance a little bit of the flavor and also can give it more color or more sort of appeal to the eye. As you can see here, I am just adjusting a little bit to give it more flavor, but these are at the color I want. They're nice golden brown, and it'll look appetizing on the plate that I have prepared. Now here's the finished plate, It has a nice amount of eggs on there. It has the potatoes I have put to color, and there's a little toast on the side, making it a full plate. In making these pancakes, I want to make them either brown or golden brown. The middle one came out a little too light, where if it indicates to that, it means it's a little bit raw on the inside, but don't worry, you can fix that by just cooking it a little more on the other side. It won't, and if you get one that's a little bit gooey, it's not a big problem. And also, the other two that I flipped over are a perfect example of what you want to see. Now, it depends on also if you want it to be that dark. You can also have it a little lighter into a golden brown delicious color, or you can have it in the nice brown color that it is. Once you've got your preferred color, you want to go ahead and put them off to the side and get them ready for service. Now you can plate your dishes in any way you want. For me, this is how I'm going to be plating these pancakes. I'm going to place a few around in a circle, and then I'm going to drizzle on some syrup, accompany it with some butter, so it gives it a little more flavor, and then if somebody wants, they could have some jam with it too, and that will just give it more of an extra flavor for the customer to enjoy. Now, it doesn't just have to be the jam I'm displaying, it could be any one you want. If you would want to use something else rather than what I did, that's fine. I'm just doing it just as basic tutorials, nothing too big on the subject. But if you were to do it something like this, if you wanted to get like a nice display, this is what I would do. Now moving on to a dinner plate, I prepared a bunch of ribs that I've coated in barbecue sauce with a bacon and molasses seasoning. I've also have it accompanying it with mashed potatoes and sweet peas. Now, mashed potatoes are they look plain and white. But don't worry, I am going to be adding some garnish to it. I'm going to be adding red peppers to it, just to go on top, just to give it a little red color, a little extra color in there. The peas seem to fill up that side of the plate, and also it gives it its nutritional value for vegetables, and for the meats and the barbecue sauce, it adds more flavor to the dish itself. A dish could be plated simply and easily, or dishes could be more abstract. A dish could have lots of meat, others can just be like a grand salad. But what I've taught in this video is just how to basically plate a dish properly and not just throw it all into a dish like some people would do at home. Restaurants and services want the best out of their food and presentation of their dish. My name is Benjamin LaChapelle, and have a great and wonderful day.